Alrighty, let's get cracking. Got some weird instructions here. So he's updated the tentacle monster, which normally hides in the crate and then comes out like that, but he's made a version like this, and I don't get it. So let's skip that for now, let him explain it. Spider. Spider Spooter. So that's got 3 frames now. Okay, so southwest is going to be 3. Southeast is going to be 4 through 6. Northeast is going to be 6 through 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Hey Tart, how you doing? So bro, makes you sound super baked. To the right menu. Nice. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Got my wife back. It's nice. Oh, has he updated that already? I see. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. You haven't seen this enemy then, Tart. I don't think you were here yesterday. Stomper boy. Possibly one of the coolest enemies we've got. Although the bug enemy that carries you places is pretty cool as well. These new enemies are the shit. Yeah, both last two ones have been really good, I think. I guess, yeah, that is transparent to an extent. That's cool. I'm feeling it. And you were here for the one we did the day before, when the one that could carry you. That one was really cool. This one. Nice. This mix is really good. Right. A live drive, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome everybody. I'm gonna defend myself because I don't think there's a lot of people here. Kapow! How's your stream? I've been working on some new enemies the past couple of days. This one is the latest one and it is amazing. It tries to stomp you, like so, which I think is pretty cool. It took us ages to work out how to make the animation look nice with the making him actually look like he's above the ground, which was pretty tricky. It's turned out amazing. It took me a couple of hours to get right, but once we did it, it's good stuff. It was awesome just spreading the love. That's cool, I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks. I'm really happy with it. And we did one here, which is also an enemy that behaves kind of interestingly. So this one, basically, it chases you up and then bites you on the head and then carries you random places, which can be really dangerous because it can carry you right into the middle of other enemies. Just randomly like that. Is it not even doing any... Oh, it is doing damage, okay. Not every time. Okay. But yeah, that's what we've been working on. I'm looking at this guy, but I think he was working pretty fine. Do we have one anywhere? Let's check. I think there's one here on this map. Yeah. Also looking beholder type monster. Yeah, we're struggling a bit with the graphics, so I've been told by the artist that I'm using the graphics wrong, which I know I am, but I think that was because I didn't think it looked good before. So I'm just gonna pay attention to the beholder. I think that looks pretty reasonable. I think it just looks wrong to him because he knows what it's supposed to look like, but to me that looks fairly reasonable. Yeah. Looks good in your game, that's all that matters in the end. Yeah, but it's a thing working with artists. They have a vision, and more often than not they're right, but sometimes they can, I guess, be a bit too pedantic. And sometimes I take some liberties where I look at something and I'm like, I don't like that. So then I change the way the frames work, and I sometimes get yelled at. And it's like, it does prove that they know what they're talking about because they notice, even when I think they shouldn't. It's just such a minor tweak, but this guy notices every time I do something. Okay, so I'm going to label that complete for now. Well, artists tend to have that attention to detail well, yeah, so it's not made up, at least that's a good thing. I wrote a little bit more dialogue here. So I'm going to implement this for now. So what were you working on today, Live Drive? My MMO, nice. How's that going? If I had to say, what's a type of project that would be bigger than Fates of War or like an RPG? It would be an MMO. Had some fun exploring together. That's cool. It's a good sign. Hey, Lilybite. Good to see ya. Hey, I'm right on time. We're talking about MMOs, yes, and how massive projects they are. How's yours going? Rock. What was it? Rock something. Which hut? Rock which island? We shall not talk about it. Why? Was it easier than you thought? Why would anyone ever try to make an MMO? Oh yes, it's such a breath of fresh air to talk to people that have taken on even crazier projects than me. It's going right? That's cool. I'm pleased by that. Slow because it's summer and I have other work to do. That's also a good problem to have, I guess. An abundance of work. Spring and summer doesn't give you much time to code, so what, you basically have to do everything in winter. That probably doesn't make it easier to finish an MMO. Oh yeah, you said spring, summer. Fall and winter and early spring. So that's kind of like half the year. I was set on the project taking a minimal 5 years. So if it goes to 7, I'm okay with that. Are you on track for 7? Because even that would be good. And how much have you spent already? Hey Blob. Spent in money. No, spent in time. Let's not speak of that. But we must in order to fulfill the prophecy. I'm almost 3 years in. Oh, that's not so bad. So you should be nearly halfway if you want to be on track for 7 years. Seven years for what? An MMO. Hardest part to complete. That's cool. Building the server was an exercise, no doubt. Is it secure? You know what, with all the hacking and all that kind of shenanigans. And it's just a turn-based MMO. Just. No big deal. Someone's banging on something outside. I'm just gonna check it out. Old man Braj. Can't see them. Well, I should say semi-real time. I believe the correct term is part-time. That's funny. I'm just paranoid because we've had our front door lock busted in multiple times by residents, I'll have you know. So whenever I just hear loud banging, I just check out the windows, make sure nobody's banging the door in. Why would people bang a door in? Am I forgetting you? They would bang the door in because it's easier than buzzing or knocking. And I'm not joking. Sorry to bail, but I gotta get some rest. No, of course. Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Have a great day to you too. Have a good one. So the lock isn't great. And it does give in if you shoulder barge it just right. And of course, when you do that enough times, eventually the lock just breaks entirely. Clearly, you need a sniper established on the opposing roof. There's a cat that's always sitting there looking down on the other side, but it never does anything. It doesn't have a sniper rifle or a crossbow or anything. I do believe that the people who did it have moved out, but it'll be a while before I stop being vigilant about it, probably. Cat is an effective. Well, yeah, evidently. Cat is super effective. So what we'll do is it will say if get quest morning.browser, whatever time of day it is for you. It is afternoon for me, but morning to you, Doctor, because I assume it is morning for you. Get quest open. Maybe you should put a spring-loaded platform under the cat, and when someone pushes the door too hard, it activates the cat launcher. I'd be game for that. Another time, just not greetings. Evening. It's good day, Blob. Cologne furs? What? Cat launcher making people more likely. Yeah, it's like rewarding them, right? What if it's like, what if we launched a cat through a running shower or something, and then the cat will get agitated and presumably claw at whoever they get to? Set quest narrative. The first time until you have a hairball of claws and teeth hurling at you at 200 miles an hour. I mean, at that kind of speed, the cat status of the object is pretty irrelevant. It's mostly just like the physical projectile hitting you. I think anything hitting you at 200 miles an hour would be pretty sore. Gerbil, 200 mile per hour gerbil. Not sure I fancy that. For me, it's 200 mile per hour insults. That'll do too. Arm-mounted hydraulic jaws. Oh. Oh, it's Colin. Alright, okay. Yeah, so he'll... 4 tons of crushing power at your fingertips. Yep, that seems necessary. You should see those other videos. I saw he did something about shredding junk mail, but yeah. Don't worry, he wears a safety tie. What does it like clip off automatically? It doesn't strangle him. It's probably a good idea. I wonder if anyone ever died in a shredder incident where their tag got caught and slowly sucked them into their death. Probably, unfortunately. That seems like a pretty awful way to go, but I can't see it not having happened. I don't get what's not working here. The only thing close to that I could find is a woman who died when her hair got caught in a lathe. Don't know what that is, but evidently not anything pleasant. I'm very confused here. That might fix something, but it still doesn't make sense. It should, the quest stuff should happen there. Very confusing. Come on, lady. Solve this. Thank you very much for the follow. The only girl in the game. Must be lonely. Welcome. How are you doing? Trying to decide what to have for dinner. What's your options, Lily? Is she a generic friggin' NPC? There's a pizza / restaurant upstairs, a Chinese one next door, McDonald's across the street, Tim Hortons and Subway next to those, KFC down the road. I'm babysitting a gallery. My office is in here too, but I never come here. Ooh. I've never eaten at Tim Hortons. Do they do like pancakes and stuff, or am I making that up? They do poutine? I don't know if you've heard about poutine, Lily, but it's a thing they eat in Canada. Canada? Ugh, Canadians. Here, here. What the frick is this? Have I made 2 of these? You're a newfie. Love Canada, the home of sci-fi. BC or Ontario would be better, but still good. What is going on here? Why is there 2 of you? No matter where you go in Canada, you will run into Newfie, not to the other around. No Canadians in Newfoundland. Zeratar, welcome everybody. How you doing? Thank you very much for the raid. Hanos Track, hello. Elfester, Speedtube. Leave people meeting. Hey Zeratar, thank you very much for the raid. How are you? How's your stream? It's just a matter of time. All roads lead to Braj, apparently. It's a bad road network, but here we are. Face of excitement. Sorry, I'll try to perk up a bit. No, I'm doing good. I've just been frustrated by a really weird bug, so that's why I was looking a bit fed up with life. Hey, Major Lift. Where do all Brages lead? Tim Hortons. The past couple of days we've been working on some new enemies, so I'd like to show those off because they're pretty badass. So this guy, he tries to stomp on your face, like so. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Making the effect of him jumping into the air was really hard and took me many hours. But we got there. Right, Lily? I think it came out really well. And then the other one we did the day before is this bug that bites you on the top of the head and carries you off somewhere else, which could mean getting carried off into trouble. can bite you in the head and carry you to other enemies like this. There are no other enemies on this map, but it's just an example, you know. And what I was currently working on was this witch, and I don't know, for some reason I've created 2 of her. So that's strange. Gen bug, I'm sure nobody will notice, you can patch it later. Heck yeah. These graphics are 20 years back. No, this is cutting edge. This is photorealistic. We can play this game now. No, but you can wishlist it on Steam, like Altobraj has very helpfully shown there. That was good timing. It was automatic, that wasn't me. $20 years back is 99. I think graphics were like, if you're talking about like the quality technically, graphics are better. What game engines this is default. So the witch. This is spawning just the witch. Then we go to the MISC controller. First time I hear this engine. Yeah, it's relatively unknown, I think. But I like it. It's got a relatively small community, but pretty tight-knit. Very helpful. Why do we need a witch control? I don't understand. What did I think I was gonna do? Nice pirate music. This is Zelda. It's the Deku Palace, so it's not pirate music. So the witch... There's the witch factory. I'm so confused what this is doing. So I think the witch factory is unnecessary. I don't know what I wanted to spawn with that. Does this game engine support 3D? Technically yes, but practically no, is my answer. Like, I think that the game engine is in 3D, but the tools for 3D development are pretty weak. So I've been doing this in... So this should fix it. Still, I have a duplicate script for no good reason. It's confusing me. Okay. Quest True Sight has begun. Spoke to a witch that lives in a hut. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. Lua is the language where there is a .geo, it means game object. So it's Golang. Yeah, I think a lot of people think that, but it's not. That should tighten that up soon. Okay, now that looks better. Let's try that again. What? It can be found. Script. Well, the rest is fine. Yep. Nope, she's gone now. And that's because I think we have a reference in the MISC controller script, which I'm just going to get rid of. There we go, that's better. Long you've been working on that project. What is it now? 22 months? Something like that. Oh yeah, I was gonna check if she now defaults to talking about the other thing. Which would be good. Almost 2 years, yep. You work alone? No, we've got Carlos doing the art, and we've got Water's art. He's making the music. Speak to her again, and yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay, so that's working. That's good. So then the next step is going to be checking for the crystal ball. He does, yeah. He's really good. What did we make recently? That checks for this stuff. Don't think we did the lady here. Seer. Give crystal ball. Oh, it's the other way around. Do you know what software he uses? No. I can ask, but he's not at the computer right now, so he won't respond immediately. Right. I've asked him, and I'll let you know if he responds. Should we do this? Is it... The blacksmith does it. Librarian. Right, so let's just lift this from somewhere else, like the blacksmith. This should go to which line? We're going to not do any of that yet. Sorry, my wife's just texting me, so I'm responding to her. I'm stuck in this gallery for the day. Oh no! What does that entail? How dare you pay attention to her and not us? Yeah, where are my priorities? Sitting here bored. Well, sorry, Lily. I'm doing my best here. You should make one of those old cat has cheeseburger photos, but it's a picture of your wife. That does sound like a good idea. For some reason, I agreed to babysit this place every Thursday and Friday for 2 months. You getting paid? In Tim Hortons? Yes, I'll babysit your gallery, but you'll have to pay me in poutine. More singing and dancing, please. But even if I don't want to, I don't want to sing and dance for your entertainment. Thank you very much for the follow, Elpester. Please correct me if I'm pronouncing your username wrong. Paid? I don't know, never asked. Business 101. Make sure you get paid. following on rule number 1 of my own system. They've been giving me free commercial office space for like 4 years, so yeah, that's fair enough. Maybe I should have negotiated harder, maybe. Okay, so that's done. Maybe they pay me for the privilege of my office being here. So if the dialogue target is equal to which something, so this is where she doesn't die, which 11, then complete quest. No, it doesn't complete the quest. It needs to set a different narrative, but basically we'll say I need to use the variables here. Yeah. Equals true. What's a variable? It's a Scottish delicacy. It's deep fried, probably. Deep fried variables. Oh. I like my variables raw. Ugh. I feel like as a poor person, this is what my meal should contain: deep fried variables. Hey Frosty, how you doing? Maybe also a side of baked raised, starting at 1. Pointer, I hardly know her. Doing tired AF as per usual at this time because I just woke up. It's 4 PM for you. What? I prefer my variables stack side up. They're delicacy you can't get everywhere. You guys are cool. Okay. I have insomnia, so I can't sleep unless I'm dead tired. That sucks, man. It's no fun. Face of excitement again. You guys have high standards, high demands. Get Beat Saber and Xanax. Darwin always said that insomnia is just an opportunity for more JRPG grinding. Oh, that Darwin. Scamp. Always grinding in his JRPGs. Killing platypi and Komodo dragons. Okay, so we get Switch Dead and removing Crystal Ball, which will warrant removing Crystal Balls. Those are the end points of that quest, and then quest blurb itself. If anything would put a person to sleep, it would be a JRPG. You're not a fan? I delivered the crystal ball to the witch. She gazed into it and promptly exploded. I should bring these news back to the woman in the temple. I fall asleep trying to play Telltale games. Which ones are those? Telltale games. Minecraft story mode, Batman, Walking Dead. Oh, they did like the super story ones where they try to like, what do they call it? It's like choose your own adventure kind of thing. I don't like the sound of that. I haven't played them though. I just found an envelope with my name on it. There was cash inside, so you're actually getting paid even though you didn't realize. I warned her that it might be a trap. She took my advice, and it seems to have calmed her eye. So it's 4 and 5. Sleep-inducing stuff doesn't work on me. I've tried loads. The only thing is sleeping gas, but I don't want to sleep at the hospital because it's not easily administered correctly, and probably not great for you either. I would guess. I don't know, but that can be good, you know, to constantly do that. That sucks, man. If you're that resistant to any treatment or anything, that must be a pardon the pun nightmare. Run with that. I think it's probably more serious than that. You get more energy from running. Oh, jeez. I suppose it like releases endorphins and stuff, you know? Maybe I should stream during your bedtimes, Frosty, and then apparently because it looks so bored, maybe that'll put you to sleep as well. Okay, excellent. So that will be everything we can do for the witch right now. We've got this weird tentacle enemy. Don't know how to use that though. Yeah. I'll drop it for now. Right guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Thank you for being a true bro.
Alrighty, I'm back. Did I miss? Lily's having trouble locating paintings, but it's literally not your job though, so I think that's excusable, given that. Andre009, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. I read an article about a woman accidentally throwing out art. She thought it was garbage, so at least you didn't do that. Yeah, and if you do get your poutine later, be careful. Don't splash the gravy on the paintings. That wouldn't be good. You cannot buy a Bob Ross painting, can you not? Why not? They're not. I can't tell if you're being sassy or just matter of fact. They go to Bob Ross Incorporated. That's cool. Weird. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna archive that. Nice. Where'd all his pants go though? Oh, they're in my closet. Also, I'm wearing some. Nah, I'm joking. I'm not wearing any pants. So what are you messing up today? Nothing. I'm smashing it, as always. I'm all sass, but also matter of fact. That's the best way to be. Bob Ross has some bitch and Afro. I don't know what that means, Afropics. Same thing messes up every day. Everything. Nothing's safe for me. It's a comb for an Afro. I thought you meant Afro Pictures. I see what you mean now. The lady said Bob Ross didn't like people. Must have liked people just not being around them, if that makes sense. I don't know much about him. I know there's lots of Twitch streams always with Bob Ross painting and people like it because it's relaxing, but that's about as much as I know. Deal with it, Slater, deal with it. Makes sense, he always painted nature. I don't remember seeing a Bob Ross portrait. It's not a very clear answer. Maybe Bob Ross couldn't paint anything but trees and mountains, and that's why he didn't like people, because he couldn't paint them. It seems legit to me. One painting with one human, I think. Interesting. Kind of like we can blame World War II and the Vienna Art Institute's admission board. I get that reference. Bob Ross portraits are probably stick figures with sad faces. Bob Ross. Only people cannot be contained by my breaststroke. Let's start with Arena. You could paint happy little trees, but you couldn't paint happy people because no one is truly happy. That went pretty dark pretty quickly. Now I know why Bob Ross didn't draw portraits, because that is terrifying. Happiness is a state of mind. If that's the case, then that lady was out of her mind. Nobody wants to be in that state. So we've got red beholders, we've got clock, wisps, spinners, and these trappers. So about the sirens. It was the thought that counts, but you could have thought of something else. That was done in 20 minutes and you say it's awful. It's terrifying is what I'm saying. Actually, I knew one genuinely happy person. That sounds ominous. That isn't Bob Ross. Oh. That's disappointing. So you ruined things now. Father of my ex-girlfriend, he was the worst optimist I'd ever met, optimistic about everything, no matter how bad it looked. That was infuriating. You will be sorry, Bez. As punishment, do 10 push-ups right now. You got timed out for posting too quickly. He died. I just did 18 push-ups before my flabby ass collapsed. It's not bad though. At one point, because the company worked for closed down, he lost his job, house, car, still was optimistic about everything, then he died. Okay. God damn it, Lily. Why you gotta? That just makes me sad. So that should be 6 things. Missing 1. Skeleton, trapper, beholder, spinner, wisp. Clock? Yeah, to be fair, sounded like you did live a really good life. Alright, so we got this stuff. Pillars. So all these dudes, I'll say, should be mined. What is happiness? Baby, don't hurt me. The end is the same, the trip is how you want to do it. I wish I could be that positive. I'm effing negative. I don't know why, I'm pretty neutral. I worry about a lot of things, but I'm also pretty positive. That's love, and you do hurt the ones you love because they're kinky little nerds. F me! Thank you very much for the bits. How you doing? Hello, FP. What an entrance. I am neutral in life. Good, bad, all leads to death. That sounds negative to me. No problem, doing fine. Well, I'm glad. Makes me happy. Getting so... Thank you very much for the raid. Is this Skyrim? 2D Skyrim. What about you? I'm doing good. After you died, the life you've lived is relevant to that. Lily, what's wrong with you? Get out of that gallery. Spent my first 30 years in Switzerland. I got your neutrality right there, kids. Hey, Genso, thank you very much for the raid. You've come in at a weird time. Chad's talking about death, and everybody's really bummed out, and I don't know why. Bro, just stack more layers. Needs more layers. Happiness is the feeling I was having until FME arrived. Well, I was being bummed out by chat, and then FME came in, and that made me happy, so... This is what a job feels like. How do people do this every day? I don't know. Alright, for new people, I'll show you what we've been working on recently. We added a couple of really cool enemies. This guy, he tries to jump on your face. Bang you like that. I think this is possibly one of my favorite enemies. Bro, you have the same. Okay, that's cool. Feel the weight of life crushing me more and more by the minute. Yeah, that's working. Death and neutrality and Bob Ross and taxes inescapable. Exactly. Well, if people want dark, we could talk about the end of time. I don't know, man. It's pretty dark already. And then another enemy we added is here. But this one's cool because it bites you on the head and then flies you somewhere else, which could be fly you to a bunch of other enemies. You don't know. You don't have any control over that. So I think it's pretty cool. So that's two new neat enemies. And right now I was just working on placing some enemies in the wizard dimension, basically. Jump on your face and bang you like that. We'll just go back to the statement I made about kinky little nerds. Well, I figured we needed to brighten things up a bit. Time will never end. Maybe the battery can run out or something. Yep. Fly me to the moon, let me dance amongst the stars. I think you gotta fly a bit further than that. Can you go inside the house? Not this one. Not yet, anyway. We haven't added in doors for these. Some of the areas have indoors for houses, like this place, for instance. You can go inside. Have a little chat with the librarian. The map is one of the only things that isn't actually going to end up in the game. This is placeholder, so that's just random graphics. The pins are actual, and then we're going to draw the actual world under there. So that's great. The only thing you like is the thing that isn't going to make it into the final game. Oh, you like the animation? That's cool. That is gonna stay, so that's good. Do you have only 4 directions of walking? Yes. It's hand-drawn sprites, so it would be pretty nuts to do more. I mean, people do 8, I think, but there's a lot of characters in the game. Make it 8? Yes, sir. I will do exactly what you order me to. If you were to pass the event horizon of a black hole and it slows down time more and more as you fall through, would you get to see the entire life of the universe in high speed right to the bitter end? That'd be cool. Okay. Hub, I don't know. I could place a thing here, maybe. Do you like a big titty slime girl, bro? I'll buy your game. What? I mean, like a big titty slime girl as much as the next guy, but I don't understand the reference. Radiation would probably kill you before you got that far. Well, that's a bummer. Before you're sucked to oblivion in the Great Dark, would you contemplate how everything you know or loved was just destroyed? I feel like you're layering it on too thick now, Lily. That's not bumming me out. Alright, where are we looking at here? We want to do checkpoints. So it'll be 26. No, it was an actual question. I just assumed you were trying to bum me out. That was interesting though. Laughs at sucked into oblivion. I was sucked into oblivion once, then I took an arrow to the knee and got out. I understood that joke. Was I did the checkpoint, added it in. Okay. You could try adding a big titty slime goth girl lolly vampire. What language is that? Has anyone done a Skyrim playthrough where they won the game by killing everyone by hitting them in the knees with arrows? That's probably technically possible. So it's pillars, then hub, then islands. And then bedroom, then arena. Then the library, distillery, and antechamber. Maybe that is too late in the day. It's all for the goth girls? Here. Right, so we start here. Right, I've got that round. Wrong way. I feel like Big Titty and Lolly are opposite ends of the spectrum. One's acceptable, the other means you're one jail sentence away from medical for life. From free medical for life. Free medical for life? I don't get that. I don't even want to know. The hub there. So we basically come in here, go through here, doop, go through all of that, come around here, then go to, I'm not googling anything even closely related to that term, yup. Then we go to the library and then end up, we go through the distillery as well, so we could have intense fighting up until when you watched and read as much manga as I did /did, you'll learn things that you can't unlearn. And then we go to, so basically that would be 3 maps, and then from here it's 1, 2, 3 again, so it would have to be after these bad boys. So this one is just, is this just an internal one? I think it is. Yeah, so what we could do is we could place it in there. And then it will tempt people when they pass here. They're like, oh, that's a checkpoint, that's cool. Don't know if it will work story-wise, but I think probably be fine. Okay. This is Astral Bedroom. We need to figure out the, what's that called? The top level of the library as well. Library 1 upstairs. Yo, Mr. Alex, how's it going? Hey, David, it's great to see you. I'm doing good. How are you? Does that need it? I don't think so. So then we go to library, distillery, and antechamber. My laptop sends me a battery warning. I plug it in, the battery goes dead just as I insert the plug. That is the worst. There's nothing worse. You can remind me about all kinds of atrocities, but there's nothing worse. First world problems, no doubt. David, thank you for gifting a sub to Fletcher. Stepping on a Lego made of acid? You know what? That's pretty close. Mortification? I think there's several 100,000 things that are much worse. I don't know. Acid Lego? Maybe, but other than that, I can't really see it. I hate uni, oh no, little tart. That sad little tart. What's happening with uni, Tart? Just studying. Ah, I see. Not having a good time of it. Test is in a week. Ah, jeez. Feel free, man. So glad that my laptop's battery is like new, basically never used, because it's removable, and batteries are the first thing to go on a laptop, and it's the #1 cause for a laptop slowdown. Yeah, I had to replace my laptop battery because it was just to die after 10 minutes of getting plugged out. This just isn't cool. Team Hospital soundtrack, man. It's hot shit. I see you over there. Take that. Got ourselves a broken wagon wheel. Friggin' clocks, man. Oh god. Finished Mirror's Mask last night. Congratulations, was it good? I've never actually finished it. A bit bummed with myself for that. Okay, put you to sleep, Mr. Beholder. And then thwack you up close. That works. I wouldn't recommend going back to finish it. The ending is brutal. Like, brutally bad or sad? But the whole 3-day cycle was cool. Well, I do remember that part, so... brutally hard. You either have hard mode, which I couldn't finish after trying for a few hours, or you have to 100% the game and the end boss is like 4 seconds. Wow. That's nuts. Oh, I leveled up. That doesn't... I don't think that's a death sentence. Nice. Do you like that? Do a cheeky leech. That's a place if I wanted an ambush, but it's not necessary. Uh-oh. That vortex trapper thing is too hard there, or it needs to be introduced sooner. I also think in the bedroom area here. That would be pretty perfect. What else? I had another thought. Oh yeah, the animation. No spoilers, recently started playing it. Oh wow. Yeah, no spoilers then. Trapper. Come on, boys. You know you want it. Heal me. Pretty well executed leech, I think. Get more than 2 for this to be effective. Also, you need to not murder me. Green hearts, what? Oh no, it's a clock. Nice kill. That's good. It was expensive. Alright. It's pretty good. Gods, what has my day become? You the curator now? Still sitting here reading weeboo horror stories on Reddit. That doesn't sound so bad. We only had two customers come in. That's cool. Great, cool.
Alright guys, that's gonna be it for me today. First of all, make sure that you... I can't even write that at all. Hey Cute Math. Make sure everybody that you follow the Fate Support social media accounts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and wishlist the game on Steam if you haven't already. Follow me here on Twitch if you haven't. That would be cool. Love to have you around. Lots of love today with lots of raids and stuff, so there's quite a lot of people still hanging out. We have thanks to Alive Drive for the raid, Zeratar for the raid, and Genzo for the raid. Thank you to FMe for the bits, and David for gifting us up, and to everybody else for just hanging out and keeping me company. It's really appreciated. I love you all. I hope you have an excellent day, and see you later.